All right, Jake, I'm filming.
So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident.
Chaos, mayhem, and now a hospital bed.
Chaos, violence, and a hospital bed. Jake Paul has finally spoken out after Gervonta Tank Davis reportedly punched him outside Miami airport, a hit so hard it sent him straight to the ER. The problem child, the influencer turned fighter, ended up with a busted lip, swollen face, and a crushed ego. Now from his hospital room, Jake's only words were, "I'm going to press charges." That's right, he's threatening legal action after taking a real punch outside the ring. But how did it come to this? This wasn't some random clash between two celebs with issues. It was months of tension finally boiling over in public. Let's break down what went down and what it could mean for the rumored Tank versus Jake super fight.
Canelo obviously, didn't materialize. Was the next one Tank?
Yeah. I mean, that was on the 1 yard line as well, but he has to rematch, Lamont Roach. He wants to get that back. And then we'll be back in discussions with Mr. Gervonta. But man, this is the nature of boxing. You have massive fights on the 1 yard line and things just fall through.
As you're watching it, he was a gigantic favorite, and this is on the heels of the Canelo thing. Are you like, what the fuck is going on here?
I don't know, though, because I never really thought Tank was that good. It would just take the right fighter to pick him apart, to be honest. Someone who had high activity and wasn't afraid of his power. So I always saw so many holes in his game. So to me, it wasn't that surprising that someone finally gave him some good work.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195.
Oh, wow. So he would go all the way from 40 to 95?
Yeah, I mean, it would be an exhibition.
Okay. And so what does that mean? Is that 3-minute rounds?
Yeah, 10 3-minute rounds.
And when you say exhibition, what are the restrictions on that?
No restrictions, just the fact that we couldn't actually get it professionally sanctioned.
Okay. Is that still of interest to you? If he wins the rematch and you beat Julio, is that of great interest to you later this year?
For sure.
It all began with the moment that lit up the internet. Gervonta Davis was seen in Miami after a busy press run promoting his August rematch with Lamont Roach. Jake Paul happened to be at the same terminal for a Netflix promo shoot, and according to witnesses, what started as a war of words quickly turned into a fight.
Fight. Since you lost, what's up, Jake? Where you going, Jake? Oh, he's running! He's running! Look at him!
Sources say Jake was mocking Tank about their upcoming exhibition, cracking jokes about size, weight, and even Tank's legal problems. But Tank isn't the type to brush things off. With his well-known temper, Jake's words only pushed him further. One shove led to a punch, and within seconds, Jake was on the ground. Paramedics rushed in, and while Jake was conscious, he was clearly shaken. Hours later, he was admitted to a Miami hospital for observation. No serious injuries were found, but the swelling was more than enough to blow up online.
What would make it...
Ow! Oh my god, we're holding hands. Oh my god! Ow! Oh!
Why would it be infected?
Say I do. Say I do.
Oh, bruh. Can I see that hand?
So what did Jake say from the hospital? Just one thing, "I'm going to press charges." Whether he's serious or just hyping it for attention, the threat is real and could impact the planned Netflix mega exhibition. Tank's legal team hasn't commented yet, but we all know Gervonta Davis is no stranger to legal trouble. His record outside the ring is almost as long as his highlight reel inside it.
Well, let me ask you this. I was just talking to her. What if she told me that you beat the piss out of her and you jumped on top of her and started punching her in the face? Should I just go ahead and take that as...
but don't you know...
It's your side of the story. Give your side.
You just talking to her, though. With the information that she gave you, can't she tell you...
You want me to just take everything she says?
I'm not from here.
Okay, but you want me to just take everything she says as fact?
All I'm just saying is I'm not from here. I don't know her exact address.
Okay, that's fine.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not asking for her exact address. She's saying you hit her. She does have a mark on her lip, and it's under.
I have a mark right here.
Did she hit you?
Turn around.
For battery.
Turn around.
Violence.
Put your hands behind your back. What's his first name?
Gervonta.
Gervonta.
From a hit and run that injured 4 people to domestic violence claims caught on camera, Tank has spent almost as much time in court as he has fighting in the ring.
Baltimore native and boxing champ Gervonta Tank Davis is sent to jail less than a month after he was ordered to serve 3 months of home detention. He was taken into custody after an impromptu hearing yesterday, and now he will finish his 90-day sentence in the Baltimore City jail. Deputies say Davis violated the terms of his home detention sentence in a 2020 hit-and-run crash. He said his home was too small, so he moved to the Four Seasons Hotel, but did not get permission from the judge. He received his 90-day sentence after pleading guilty in February to a crash that injured 4 people.
He's been arrested multiple times, served house arrest, and dealt with probation violations that almost derailed his career.
This has been arrested in South Florida on charges of domestic violence causing bodily harm. This is his mugshot that was just released to WJZ. At last check, he remains in custody at the Broward County Jail, and this is just the latest in his legal troubles. Davis is scheduled to appear in a Baltimore Circuit Court in February for his alleged involvement in an unrelated hit-and-run incident from November of 2020.
Now, with the reported punch on Jake Paul, Tank could be facing another serious charge. If Jake moves forward with a lawsuit and it's ruled assault, Davis could risk a suspension, especially as boxing authorities are cracking down more on fighters' behavior outside the ring.
Gervonta Davis walked out earlier today. That's after a judge gave him a $1,000 bond. Davis was scheduled to headline a boxing match next week in Washington, D.C. It's unknown if that's going to happen.
One more incident like this, and Tank could be sidelined just as he's hitting his prime.
Bane said to Batman, victory has defeated you. Do you think that with Tank?
Well, I was going to say Marvin Hagler's quote, which was, it's very difficult to get up and do your early runs when you're wearing silk pajamas.
Yeah.
And it's the same kind of thing. Like, the reality is that Tank's success can lead to like a difference in mentality. But as I've said before, and sometimes he hasn't liked it when I've said it, the great thing about Tank is he doesn't overthink. Like when he boxed Ryan, they asked me, who do you think's going to win? And I said, Tank. And one of the reasons is he's not an overthinker. I know a lot of fighters that will talk to me the day leading up to fight. What do you think? What do you think? Tank don't ask anyone what they think.
Right.
He just goes in there and fucks people up.
Right.
But now, maybe he's not that guy anymore. Maybe he's become a little bit softer. I just feel like that's a natural thing to happen to a fighter. The special ones stay that same guy. But this might be the thing that spurs him back to say, oh, I need that back.
Here's where it gets strange. Many fans online believe the airport brawl was staged, just a marketing stunt to hype the Tank versus Jake fight. Let's be honest, this matchup needed buzz, or it wouldn't have drawn attention.
When we wanted the Loma fight, when it was in its prime, him and Mayweather, their team just, they just danced around it. When we wanted the Devin fight for Undisputed, the belts don't matter. I could just give them to my kids because everybody's winning belts. Shakur, he's easy work, he's boring, but you don't want to unify against him. Keyshawn might have a chance. You feel me? It's just disgusting. We wanted the Bud fight too after he called him out, and we also would have took a Teofimo Lopez fight. But then his fans would say, oh, but they're too big. They're not in his weight class. What the fuck is Jake Paul? This is the bullshit I be talking about. Like, this shit does nothing for the sport of boxing, but in terms of the division of 135, it doesn't do jack shit.
And honestly, it kinda adds up. Multiple camera angles, no serious injuries to Jake, and no arrests, plus the fight trends immediately after. Even Eddie Hearn confirmed in a DAZN interview that Jake versus Tank is set for November, after Tank's rematch with Lamont Roach in August. Coincidence or planned chaos? Either way, the hype just skyrocketed. On paper, this matchup looks wild. Jake walks around at 195 pounds and insists the fight stays at that weight, while Tank is a natural 135, a 6-weight class difference.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something. I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
This isn't just a mismatch, it's a serious medical risk. Tank at 135 going up against Jake at 195 is a huge gap in size and power.
Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be down. Let's run it. Like, I'd be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Is there a height limit in boxing?
Tank is pound for pound one of the most dangerous finishers in boxing, but size matters. If Jake can absorb Tank's power and fight back, this could turn into a huge upset.
Tank probably could get hurt. You know, this dude's 200 pounds at the end of the day, and it's not like he's a bum. No, he's not on Tank level, but a good big guy beats a great little guy. That's the phrase. This is a bad look. It's just, again, it's going to be hard for Tank to walk away from the big business that is this fight. It's a huge payday. I guess Tank fans definitely need to be worried. I know you guys think he's Superman. Jake Paul being 195 and then rehydrating. Tank fighting at 135. Coming in at like 133, where people are like, man, look, he can make lightweight. That's a 60-pound gap. That shit got to be dangerous and even unfair. Can his punches even hurt Jake? It can't be safe.
And it's not just about weight. Jake is insisting on no judges, no headgear, and knockouts allowed. This isn't a typical celebrity exhibition. It's basically street fighting, legalized under a Netflix contract.
Tank was looking past Roach, and he wanted that Jake Paul fight, which I think Jake Paul would have beaten. Jake is way too big. Tank is 5'5", 135, soaking wet. Y'all think Tank is too small for 140. He ain't beating no heavyweight. I'm not joking. I don't think he would have hurt Jake. He would have to jump up to reach, but I don't think he would have hurt him. I tell you this, it would have gone the distance, and people would have been laughing their asses off, and it wouldn't have been good for Tank's brand. I tell you that. That fight would have went the distance. Soon as 5'5" Tank is looking at a 6'2", 6'3" Jake Paul, y'all would be like, hold, wait a second. And Jake Paul be on spread out pause with that arm out and stepping back. And bro, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. But that's a cap, fine. We'll never get to fight anyway. So we'll never know.
And why is Tank taking this fight? Simple, for the money. And in the boxing world, chasing a payday like this doesn't earn respect.
Didn't say you got your eye on Tank. What do you think about the rumors of Tank and Jake fight?
Man, Tank disrespectful to the sport if he choose that over fighting with me. I'm the best fighter in the sport. I've been telling him that. He called cap on it. So if he won't call cap and say I'm not who I say I am, come prove me.
Here's the scary part. This whole drama could be messing with Tank's focus. Before Jake, Netflix, or any lawsuit, he has a real fight in August. A rematch with Lamont Roach. And if you remember their first fight, it didn't end clean. Roach shocked everyone by lasting deep into the later rounds. In the 9th, many thought he landed a clean shot on Tank, but the ref waved it off and let the fight continue, sparking huge controversy. Fans accused the fight of being fixed, and DAZN was flooded with backlash.
Tank, you voluntarily took a knee midway through this fight. It was not ruled a knockdown. What happened?
I just got my hair done 2 days ago, and she put grease in my shit, so the shit was like, you know, like when you sweat and things like that, and the grease come in my face, it burnt my eyes type shit. Damn, why y'all booing like I'm saying bullshit? Like, this is real facts. Come on, man. Look at my hair. I just got my shit done. But it's all cool, man. You know how I get. They love you and then they hate you. Turn around and love you again. You know what I mean?
And let's not forget, Tank has been under constant pressure ever since his fallout with Floyd Mayweather.
How many rematches have you fought?
0.
What do you have to do to create enough separation where this don't happen again?
Whew, that's a good question. It's going to be based on my training camp. I have to push myself a little harder. If that didn't give me the win, and I have room. I definitely have room. I'm not gonna lie, I have room.
You believe you fought the best Gervonta, or do you think he got some more gear?
100% full fact. I think he might have some more gives, but I fought the best Gervonta that night. I don't want people to get it misconstrued or whatever the case may be. He's a hell of a fighter, hell of an IQ, great punching power, good speed, and a really good boxing ability. A lot of people underrate that. Don't think because of what I did, y'all think y'all can just go in there and think y'all can have the same night, you know what I'm saying, or do the same thing. He still will go upside your head and crack you, and you know what I'm saying, you might end up on the floor. Everybody not built the same, and that's what people get it messed up. He did a whole lot of things that was good in that fight, a whole lot. And I'm telling you right now, if he wasn't as good of a fighter as he was, that would have been, you know what I'm saying? I would have steamrolled him. Don't get that misconstrued. He's still the guy he is. It's just he ran into a guy that's on the same level.
He was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause it's weird. I feel like y'all got, I wouldn't say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
this
it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank don't cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see.
Floyd was the architect of Tank's rise, but now it's war. He's been training Tank's opponents, dropping subtle online digs, and even helping Lamont Roach in camp. Some fans think Floyd is quietly rooting for Roach to humble Tank and make a point. So while Jake is posting hospital selfies, Tank has real threats waiting for him in the ring. As for the lawsuit, Jake's never shied away from legal moves, usually over contracts, pay disputes, or platform drama. But suing over a punch outside the ring is new. Some fans see it as a strategy. Paint Tank as the villain, gain public sympathy, and cash in with a bad blood story.
Yeah, no, we're working on it behind the scenes to make that happen, and obviously that's a fight where the fans are going to win, and it's going to be the biggest event of the year.
What weight would you fight him at?
We're working on it, but it'd be an exhibition most likely.
If Jake drops the case quietly later, it was likely all part of the plan. But if he pursues it, Tank could get tangled in court again, potentially delaying the Roach rematch or even canceling the Netflix mega event.
We're in discussions with a lot of names: Gervonta Davis, Anthony Joshua, Badu Jack, Ryan Garcia, KSI, Tommy Fury. So there's a lot of people on the hit list, but Badu Jack excites me a lot, and I definitely want to become world champion. So going after Zerto or Badu sounds like a good game plan to me.
If you had your pick of the litter, in scale of 1, 2, and 3.
First is Gervonta, second is Anthony Joshua, third Canelo.
At the end of the day, this story sits somewhere between reality and entertainment. Did Tank really snap? Did Jake push too far? Or was it the smartest viral stunt in combat sports since McGregor threw the dolly at Khabib's bus? One thing is certain, it worked. Everyone's talking and watching. But behind the hype, one man is in a hospital, and another could be facing court. If this escalates, it could shift from drama to serious consequences fast. Jake Paul wants to be taken seriously as a boxer, but now he might need to focus on surviving outside the ring. Tank Davis isn't a TikTok trend. He's a proven powerhouse shaped by years of pain, grit, and battle, and Jake just experienced it firsthand.
Tank Davis, bad dude. See, what I like about Tank is Tank brings something different. You know, back in the days, everybody had something. Muhammad Ali was a mover boxer, George was a puncher, Ernest Shavers was a puncher. Everybody had something they brought to the table. Larry Holmes had a jab. Mike Weaver had overhand right. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has something. That division now is full, and Tank having to be the knockout guy of the division. He the one with the main knockout power. Garcia has it too, but Tank got that real knockout power that, like, if Tank hit one of them clean, usually they gonna have a problem. So it's like, I like Tank. Every now and then, I think when he knows he can beat somebody, he probably don't lock in as hard, but I think when they bring challenges, he locks in.
Yeah, he fights to the level of his competition.
Yes,
He was doing that a lot.
and he got to be careful of that.
2 fights ago, he was really doing that.
You feel me? So you got to be careful of that because if you come in and think somebody is not at your level and you underestimate them, it can get you beat. So that's the only thing I think you got to be careful of. Other than that, Tank is a really good fighter.
While Jake recovers, Tank faces more pressure than ever. Lamont Roach is coming for him, Floyd is watching from the shadows, and a Netflix fight looms that could either make history or break him. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss our upcoming videos. Share your thoughts in the comments, stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.